Alright, we got this last tongue in on this side because we started on the far wall and we did tongue all the way across. So this is the normal way you lay it, but once you get to a point where you can't actually tap the groove side and tighten the tongue, you have to like do something like this. Now this is laying pretty flat, but you can still tell so there's some tension on there. So you just do what you can. Use the padded side so you don't scratch the floor of your puller. Put your knee there. Tighten it with your left hand.
Don't hit your knee. Don't hammer your knee.
Don't hammer your knee. Never hit my thumb yet.
Good.
Knock on vinyl. Then these here secure your butt joints. As you can tell, this piece here was cut almost to perfection. And you really can't test it because once you tuck it under the door jamb, if you don't like it, but it's acceptable, you keep it, and here's why. If you try to pull it out, you could crack your run and have to start a whole run over. This is fine. Put a little bit of putty in there. That's not even an issue. And then if you come around this side, you'll see that we were able to finish it with a groove in. We don't even really need to glue that piece because it's like grooved in. It'll sit just fine. It's a floating floor. You really can't do a much better job unless you do it without shelving and door jambs in. I mean, if it's a new construction, you would do all the flooring first. But quarter round will go over there. We're good. In this room, when we started this room, we put these spacers right here on the butt joints, and then we screwed drywall screws in all the way down to secure this as we tapped it this way. And the idea was we would be able to follow that pattern all the way through here and then 3/4 of the way in the closet. And to do that, we had to secure this base so we could tap all the rest of the closet up against it. So screw, screw, screw. Else you're just gonna get it moving while you tap. And if you don't tap it, it's not snug. So we'll take these out. Always clean up your mess so you don't get debris under your floor. Always clean your mess. All right, so these were not meant to be used because I was kind of possibly hurting them. So now to finish the closet, we just backlay 2 feet, and it's not much backlaying. You don't want to do a lot of backlaying, but you have to at certain points. So you really have to plan out a room. You just don't start throwing down plank. All right, let's get this done and then go buy some paint. You can never be too clean. This room looks done. Carmen just shined up the floor. We had to cut boards in here.
I just cleaned the dust off.
I had to cut boards in here because I wasn't going to climb the stairs for every cut for this room and foyer. But
Oh, don't go in there with your dirty shoes. I just cleaned it.
I've got to nail these boards in. These are not nailed in yet.
Oh, look at that.
And I've got a caulk. I'm going to put a clear bead of caulk to prevent water from getting back there. And then outlet covers. Got a curtain. It's coming along. We're pretty soon we'll have a bedroom suite in here, and we'll have a room advertised.
Like well, we're not advertising until the house is done, but because people need to have a clean space to live in.
Carmen's been doing a bunch of prep work while I finish the closet. I laid this floor again. So over here we start by anchoring. We anchor it in with these screws and these spare pieces, so we can take this off now. The screws can come out. Oops, you don't want to drop them back there. So just kind of keep your finger on it. Get it finger loose and then take them out because it's hard to get them once they're back there. And these spacers can come out. Again, you tap into those spaces when you get started so your floor is tight from the get-go and straight from the get-go. Careful not to break your screws. Alright, we're getting close. So, trim boards are painted. We follow this all the way into the closet. Closet's done. We're going to put corner round. You're going to see no gaps because we have a white painted corner round that's going to install. And that's over here. If I had a piece that was short enough, I could lay it up there and show you, but this is plenty big. This is Poplar. We sanded it and painted it. That's top line, corner round. It's gonna finish that closet wonderfully. We'll start it here because we didn't want to pull off every single little board, and it will just run down all through the closet. It'll look like a brand new house. So off to get stair caps to do this. All right, so we picked up our stair caps right here, and they let me have their spare plywood. So like literally, look at this. This is like a 1/2 inch plywood, 8x4, or it's at least a 4x3 or something. It's, you know, $25 a product just given me. Anytime you can get free paneling, I just took it. So here's our $500 some of transition pieces and cap. We'll get this unloaded. All right, we cut this out here so we could sand and paint. And man, it's just, they put these super heavy screws in here, and I couldn't even, you know, cut it out with this. And I'm like, what the heck did they put in there? I was afraid to cut a wire, so good thing I didn't go crazy and with a Sawzall and split that wire. But yep, kind of neat. Hoping to find some gold or artifacts.
You got $1 million stash.
Carmen's up there painting. Look at how good she's doing already.
Oh, I didn't even turn on the lights. Look at that.
So who's up on this ladder? Oh my goodness. Look at those beautiful feet.
Oh my gosh. Can you come home?
Oh my. Carmen, do you want some more paint?
Well, I'm trying to clean these
Oh,
edges.
it really looks really tall.
All right, will you take this?
Okay, don't lean back too far. I'll have to drop the camera and catch you. Do you want more paint?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out why this is all dirty.
More paint?
No, because I can't reach. I'm done with my reach.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So what?
This wall is done. Well, the
Good work.
upstairs is done except the
We're gonna
edge.
try and get a square swivel up there because this ladder is hard to do. So, took this ornament out. We're gonna put a time capsule in there for our kids to find in 50 years if they live that long. All right, we got the washer going. I'm testing the drain. I'm testing for leaks. Looking good. So this came with the new house, but we liked ours better, so we put this here. Or we trusted ours, I should say. That doesn't sound good. As long as it washes and drains, I don't give a darn. It's always something, right? When I say it's always something, I mean it's always something. Like, for instance, this drain nozzle doesn't really go deep into the drain. So I, like, you know, made sure I zip tied it and wedged it in there good.